Welcome back as we continue Living Room Sports. So both of you guys have had this unbelievable experience of playing alongside Mario Lemieux. Rick Tocchet, what was that like?
Well, for me, like already, played them longer and had great success with them. I kind of, played with them when I got traded. My greatest thing was two things. I remember first got traded there, the first couple of power plays. Somehow the puck kept coming to me, and I'm skating it up. And I'm used to the Philly days of dump and chase and go hit somebody. And I remember I dumped it in. And I remember a couple times Mario just looked at me and said, "Hey, we don't do this in Pittsburgh. Hold on to the puck and make a play." So that I learned that very quick. Don't dump it in. And then I think about a week or two later, I remember getting the puck around the wall on my own end and just basically, throwing it out the neutral zone. And I remember Artie and Mario just taking off. They knocked the puck down. They go score. The puck was in the net. I wasn't even at center ice yet. And I had 4 assists one game, and I don't think I made it to center ice. That's how good these guys were.
Yeah.
That's how good Mario was. He was just those times that, I wish I could have played with that guy for 10 years. That guy was just an incredible nothing bothered him. What a great athlete, but just a super guy.
Yeah, I agree with Talk. It's just such an amazing player, but just even a better guy. He just made everybody kind of feel good, and like I said, Talk said we used to get him the puck in the neutral zone, and you'd be on your back or something, you just hear the crowd. He never missed breakaways. I don't know, he must have went 4 or 5 years without missing breakaways, but yeah, he was pretty special. He did some things that that not many people could do. I remember the one year he didn't practice all year because of the back, right? He had 161 points. Like, me and Talk took 2 days off. We're like, we got to get on the ice and really skate because that's 2 days. 2 days off to us is like 2 months, and it's like he used to take, he never skated. He never practiced, he just played games. And I remember he'd come out and say, I'll just play power play. And the next thing you know, he's playing the most on the, killing penalties. He's doing, he's playing the most on the whole team. So, he's a really special, rare talent. And we're lucky enough to have him and play with him.
All right, now I want to talk about something personal to you guys, and that would be hair. Rick, you are now bald. However, I remember back in the day now, you had some flow going. I mean, we're talking mullet type stuff. Take me back to that day, and what happened?
Well, all that hair's down a drain right now, Bob. Yeah, I had the big mane going for a lot of years. I mean, I could have been in Rat, Poison, or Motley Crue back then. That was just back then that flow was there. I tell the story. I had so much hair. I remember it was at a golf tournament. Bob, those golf tournaments. I remember I used to put a tea in my ear and my hair. And I remember after, you go take the shower for the banquet, take a shower, whatever, blow dry my hair. And I remember at the banquet, the guys MC like you and they're talking. I remember just scratching my head and I pulled the tea out. That's how much hair I had. So, that's those days are over. Those days are over. Artie's got the nice hair still.
I got the gray hair. I don't have much. My hair is fine, getting a little thin too, but Doc can wear it this way. He's lucky he can shave his head and still looks pretty good with it, But
hey,
we all
Kevin.
had that long hair was big back then,
Oh, yeah.
Bones with the helmet. We all had to wear that stupid hair like that. Then went short, then went back to long. It's like, it just kind of went with the flow of everybody else.
When I think of an ideal mullet, I think of Yager.
Yeah.
I think he might have had the best one.
Yeah, he had the long mullet. He had the long hair. He always had a lot of hair on him, and he looked like he was 12 when he was 18. So he was like, he always looked a little different than most of us. But he had the long. He kept it for a while too. He didn't chop it like we did.
I remember I went to Yogg's birthday party there at that sports garden. I just got traded there. They had a big birthday party for him. There was like 1,000 people there. It was 910 girls. There might have been 50 guys. But Yogg's had that iconic hair. I'll tell you that.
Kevin, I want to be serious for a second here because, Kevin, you've had a well-documented battle with substance abuse, but I really admire what you've done with it because some people might not fight it. You fought it, you have changed it, and now you're changing lives of other people. Just if you can talk about when it happened, how it happened, and what you're doing now.
How it happened was, I was kind of 28 years old. I never did any drugs or anything. And then I was 20 years old and I tried something. Then, obviously I had that addictive thing. I didn't know I even had. Like I said, I never did any drugs. I never knew anything about drugs. And I tried something and kind of hit me a different way. And then pain medication. I got hurt and then some pain medication. So I already opened up. So it was things are starting to go, open. Like when you're addicted to something, a substance or something, it's different. Your brain is, it's a little different. It's hard to explain if you're not, because I didn't understand it either. Honestly, I had no idea what it was like till I understood what was going on with myself. And from there, like you said, I had 7 or 8 really good years, and I had 7 or 8 years I struggled. Those are the years that I got addicted to stuff, and it was tough. So now it's just, it's a day at a time. Try to share my experience, and what all I have to do is really tell the truth, and it isn't always easy. It's not always easy to stay sober. It's not always easy to do this thing, and because it gets easier, but it's a day at a time. But it's, like I said, I just tell the truth, and if I can help someone, how it happened to me, and that's all I can do. I can just kind of, I know I'm not going to save the world, but I just kind of share my story, and if it helps a person that day, then great. And it's all that, because I know what addiction does to people. I'm around it a lot more than you guys, and I see it's death. It's not something you can screw around with these days. It's a death sentence.
I will tell you this, and when you talk to the Wayne Gretzky's, the Mario Lemieux, the Paul all these guys, Ty Domies, when you name Kevin Stevens' name in any conversation, their eyes light up. What a great guy! What a great player! What a great teammate! So we don't think, Artie went through his struggles, and he's doing a hell of a job now. He's helping people as he helped us as teammates. He's doing that today for people in the same predicament. So my hat's off to Artie, and he's doing a hell of a job for the Penguins.
All right, guys, now we're going to put you to the test. Coming up next on Living Room Sports, it's Pick a Side. Always entertaining. That's next.